everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Gathering Bros. I'm your host, Esquivel, also known as Esk, joined by my cohorts, brothers for life. There, are you freaking happy? Are you happy?
I'm never happy, so no.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, and Balmacid.
Hola.
I actually thought we lost him. I actually thought he actually got me.
I was like, okay, this is taking a little too long. What's up, everybody? So we are three friends who love video games, nerd culture in general, and just poking fun at each other. And we want you to be a part of it. That's why we started the G.O.B. And welcome to it. Let's jump right into our topics today, boys. So, I've been playing some Kingdom Hearts still.
Hype.
I will tell you, I seriously underestimated how
the addiction is real.
Well, the addiction is real, but I underestimate, because I remember last week I was like, yeah, I should be able to beat it over the weekend. If I put in much time, I could do it. No, I was so fucking wrong. Like, it is, oh my, especially Final Mix. It's going to take me like a whole another week just to get everything done. So, like, the story is one thing. If I was just focused on the story, I could have beat it. But, oh my god, like, having to level up in order to beat certain monsters and get certain spells and abilities in order to get certain items, so that way you can synthesize. It's really involved. And not only that, but I was talking with Leo a little bit off recording earlier about this, but I've finally hit a snag where I'm having to like look shit up on the internet, and like I didn't want to have to do that, but I didn't realize how different Final Mix is, because
it is pretty different.
It's got so many like heartless that I've never encountered before, so I have absolutely no idea what to do. And it's like, do I waste unlimited amounts of time trying to figure this out through trial and error, or just bite the bullet and freaking hit Google and be like, how do I defeat this heartless because he's pissing me off, And it's helped a lot. So it's moving along. Oh my god,
Where are you at?
Underestimated it. So I'm literally about to head back to Hollow Bastion for the second time. I went, and you remember I was telling you about how I couldn't beat Riku when he was possessed by Ansem at a Hollow Bastion. I destroyed his ass. Like, you have
Wait, the
no
Riku
idea.
by the keyhole, or the Riku at the entrance of Hollow Bastion?
By the keyhole.
Okay.
So it's the first time you go to Hollow Bastion where you fight Maleficent, and then you fight Maleficent as the dragon, and then the door opens up and you go to the hall where the princesses are. And it's when he's got the Keyblade. Remember, he's got the Dark Keyblade. And
that's my favorite blade, to be honest.
Dude, it's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. But the problem is,
do you remember I actually made that in real life? Me and my dad.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I still have it.
A long time. Yeah, man, it's pretty dope Keyblade. But yeah, the problem was, when I was younger, I was playing this game, I didn't prepare enough going into the fight. And like, it just never dawned on me, like, you're having a hard time, go level up, dipshit, So now I freaking buffed up Sora so much, because I know it's a one-on-one. Like, I fully anticipated it, like, it's gonna be just me and you son of a bitch, and I'm gonna destroy you. Like, I was like so pumped up for it, because I'm telling you, like, I literally was stuck on that boss for damn near 6 months. Like, I could not beat him.
Jesus.
Yeah, it took a long time. Like, I got really mad at Kingdom Hearts because I just couldn't beat him. And again, like, the dumbass that was me didn't realize, just go fight a shit ton of Heartless and level up. And, I guess at some point it dawned on me, and I leveled up maybe like 2 levels when I probably should have done a whole lot more, and was like barely able to scrape by. And this is the funny thing, is like if you're barely beating this boss, you're gonna have a really hard time with the next boss unless you're like actively trying to level up. So it's like I just basically barely scraped by it. It's like the problem didn't go away. It just kind of like
Actually, Behemoth is a lot easier than Riku.
The what?
The Behemoth, the boss right after Riku, is a lot easier.
Is he really? Because I remember having a really difficult time.
Oh, he is so easy. He's slow
I'm telling
as hell.
you, man, I was just weak. I was think about it. I had mentioned to you about the gummy ship. I warped everywhere I went. I was just blowing through the story. I wasn't really interested. And this is really atypical of me. I'm usually a completionist, but it just for some odd reason, I was just so enthralled with the story. I had to know what happened next. So I was just pushing through, trying to figure out what was going on. And, and this is coming from the guy who, before I played Kingdom Hearts, I played Final Fantasy VII. And I can't tell you how anal I was about that and leveling up my, my squad. So, but when I don't know, when it came to Kingdom Hearts, I fell off the ball. I'm not gonna lie. But it's different now.
Yeah, I get that. When I first started, at the very beginning of the game, when you're on Destiny Island, and all those Shadow Heartless come up, I grinded that till I was level 10.
Damn, dude. See, I was grinding this time when I was playing on Riku. When you're fighting him with the toy swords?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I got so good. I was like, I had it down to a science. Like, because he does that thing where you hit him, and if you hit him like 3 times, he does the fallback thing, and he counters by kicking out at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I figured that out down to a freaking science. I would roll off to the side, and if you get him from the back, you can get all 3 hits in. I discovered that once he does the rollback, if you hit him another 3 times immediately after he comes out of it, he won't do it again. So it's like he gets 1 shot at it, and then he has to recover before he can use it again. Like a move, like an ability. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, man, I've been grinding this whole freaking game, and I'm currently level 62. I finally passed Goofy up. Goofy's always a higher level than you notice in the game, but I managed to get. I have 2 experience accessories, and I'm trying to level myself up so I can take on the friggin' Phantom in Neverland.
Yeah.
Because I'm a freaking dumbass, and let me set the stage for you. Let me tell you what happened.
ORICHALCUM!
So I'm like,
sorry.
ORICHALCUM! So, ORICHALCUM! So,
oh shit!
I'm trying to figure out how I can get a certain item, right? I have to it's the blue mushrooms that you were talking about, right? I need Eriga. So I'm like, I need Eriga. No, well, I actually have a ton of mystery goos. You can get mystery goos really easy, believe it or not, if you just go to the camp in what's it called? In Deep Jungle.
Right.
Show up, or if you go to.
Oh, so they come out of the regular mushrooms too?
The regular ones,
I thought it was
yes,
only the blue ones.
But the catch is you have to have lucky
strike
on
lucky
every one of your. You have to have every one of your people have to have lucky strike, and then you'll get the one. So you use the fire 3 times. Mm-hmm. It's like blaze arts or something like that. So you get the blaze arts, and you'll get a mystery goo. And pretty much every time I run into them, I do it on as many as I can before time runs out and they disappear. And I pretty frequently get a mystery goo, so I got a ton of them. But
well then, what is the blue ones drop?
There's gotta be some. I have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure there's an item that one specifically drops. That goes towards the ultimate weapon. I got to figure out this, but and before I forget, real quick, guys. In order to get the ultimate weapon, you have to synthesize all the items on the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm doing that correct. Anyways, so
I'm pretty sure you do.
Let me sit
so, it's like a level
so about
something.
that ORICHALCUM.
ORICHALCUM. Yeah. It's on the list. It's on the list, and you can buy them in the shop. I just realized that, but they're like hell of expensive. So, yeah. So, about let's see. I want to say it was like 9 o'clock last night. I needed to get Stopka because I was trying to do that one mushroom where you stop on the 3 little ones and then the big one shows up and he's dancing and you have to use Stopka on him and then get in as many attacks as you can before he starts up again and it like counts your hits. So I was trying to get Stopka so I can have a longer time to attack him. And I looked that up, and it said something about you have to get all the Dalmatians, right? So I'm looking at my list, and I just need 6 more, right? 3 of them are at Hollow Bastion, so I'm like, okay, like I can't get them until I go back to Hollow Bastion. They're in the freaking main hall. I don't know how I missed them. I'm so mad at myself. And the other ones are apparently at the clock tower at Big Ben at Neverland. I freaking forgot them. And I swear to God, every time I play the game, I always forget this one. I don't know why, but I always forget it. So I go to Neverland, and I'm like, let's just go get him. You know, this should be easy. And I talk to Tink, and Tink's like, me. And you're like, shit, I can't understand this bitch. So then you freaking get Peter Pan. And then Peter Pan's like, Tink says that she wants to go to the clock tower, Sora. So then you go to the clock tower. And then you get there. And it's like you get this little cinematic, and you're flying, and you're like, yeah, free as a bird. I can fly, yeah. And then this phantom shows up, and you're like, what the hell? And I'm sitting there like, man, I just want to get my damn Dalmatians. And this freaking phantom is like super strong, and all of a sudden you're in a boss fight that you're not prepared for, that you didn't sign up for, and all I want to do is get these damn Dalmatians. Okay, and he freaking destroys me, and I gotta start back at the freaking pirate ship. So I'm like, oh shit, okay, I gotta look this up. How the hell do I do this? So I looked it up, and it said that he's the Phantom and that you need items. That's the first thing that I did. So I went into my items, and I just added hell items, and they said, you're gonna use a lot of magic, so equip, what's that one? The Spellbinder.
Elixir and others.
No, well, you know, but the certain key that Merlin gives you that has all that, it has extra MP. So I get a ton of MP, blade, and I go into it. It is, but for that fight, apparently you need magic a lot, right? So I go into it, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. I didn't want to, at this point, I haven't committed to reading into too much that I've learned online. I'm still trying to figure things out, right? So I prepare as best as I can, and I go. And I died like 3 times super fast because the dude would cast, it's like an end, right? Where it does like a countdown and then you're dead. I died from the end like 3 times in a row because he cast it on me. Apparently he can cast on everybody else. At first I thought, shit, apparently he's just going to cast it on me. What's the point of freaking doing this shit? Then I realized if you stop on the clock tower, it'll like pause the what's it called? The doom? It'll pause the countdown, right? So then I'm like, okay, I just got to keep an eye on the clock and I should be good. So then I start trying to figure out his attack pattern. He's moving around so fast I can't catch him. Turns red, you use fire. Turns yellow, you use thunder. Turns blue, you use blizzard. And then it turns white, and I couldn't figure out what the white was. So I was like throwing heal on him. Apparently, it's not heal. Stupid. You have to. I don't know because I encountered a ghost on Monstro that you have to use heal items on in order to damage him. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm just assuming here. Okay, like maybe it's a zombie type scenario. He's a phantom. That wasn't what you had to do. You had to attack the white. But I ended up seeing that his life was so thick, you know, it goes green, and then it goes yellow, and then it goes orange, and then it goes pink. Dude's got pink life. So I gotta burn through all of those freaking HP gauges before I even get to the green, right? And I'm doing like measly peasly amounts of damage. Like you wouldn't, like it's laughable how much damage I was. And I was like, dude, I don't have enough freaking ethers for this shit. Like I'm burning through magic. I'm having to use time magic on the freaking clock and keep an eye on that. And then not
that
only
takes
that, but
2 blocks too, doesn't it?
I'm taking hella damage. So I don't have a whole bunch of ethers. I only packed like 2 ethers, and the rest of them are all potions. Because what I read online was like, yeah, don't use heal magic. Use your magic to damage the phantom. So, dude,
you need elixirs.
It was so bad, bro. It was so bad. Elixirs are like coveted gold. Like I don't like to use them unless it's an absolute necessity.
That is an absolute necessity.
I just realized that you could actually synthesize elixirs, so I feel a little better because you can't buy them. Something else I was trying to figure out because it's been such a long time since I played this game. I remember that there is a shield for Goofy and a wand staff thing for Donald. That's like the most powerful one, but I can't remember if you synthesize.
Yeah, save the king and save the queen. You synthesize them.
You synthesize them?
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can get the defender from the shield heartless and the
I got him.
The staff from the wizards.
I got them both, but I think there's one
so the
even
next
stronger than that.
I think the better one is the save the king and queen.
Okay.
Which I think what you synthesize. So.
I just gotta keep letting my synthesize list grow at this point. I think I just finally got to ribbon. I think ribbon is like one of the last items that you can start to synthesize. So at least I'm confident it is, considering what ribbon is. It's like ultimate protection. Welcome to Final Fantasy 101.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah, pretty much in Final Fantasies, this ribbon is like one of the best items that you always get.
Let me put on a ribbon in my hair. I'm fully protected.
It gives you like really great immunity towards all magic attacks and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, I'm deep in this game, guys. I'm so deep. Like I can't even.
You playing it is making me want to put it into my PlayStation and start over again. And I played it right before KH3 came out. And beat it.
You guys, because when you guys were playing Kingdom Hearts 3 and we were like talking about it on the show, if you guys had talked about the game more, because I know you didn't want to spoil anything, but if you had just like vaguely talked about it, it's possible I would have gotten this a lot sooner because that I could.
Doubtful. You're pretty stern on you not getting it for a while.
Well, yeah, I was also a broke B back then. So
broke B.
And then this guy over here is still not even finishing the game.
Hey.
ORICHALCUM!
ORICHALCUM!
Oh man.
It's too funny, man. It's too funny. Anyways,
B, your homework this week is to play more Kingdom Hearts. That is your homework.
For real, Leo. For real.
I'll try. It's hard because I'm playing a lot of games now.
Take a back burner on Smash and Battle for the Grid just to finish Kingdom Hearts.
I can't do it.
I mean, for those of you listening, Bulba sent me earlier today, before we started recording, an image of what I assume is Kingdom Hearts 3 gummy ship. Holy F. It looks so good. I didn't realize that game looked that good. It's insane how good that game looks. So, Leo, why the hell have you not beat that game yet? It looks fantastic.
Oh, it's fantastic. It plays fantastic, looks fantastic. It's a fantastic game. What happened was I started trying to be extra competitive in Smash because I had lost to someone who I felt I could beat. And so I invested more time. And then after that...
extra competitive, he means get Esk a Switch and destroy him.
No, that was later. What ended up happening is there was a situation with the place I was living and we had to move. So when we moved, I put my PS4 in one room and my office in the other. And yeah, I just haven't been in there much, but I think I'm just going to bring my PS4 into my current office setup and play. I think I'll be able to get through it.
There's no I think. That's going to happen, and it's going to be this week.
Well, this week, Fire Emblem.
ORICHALCUM!
But Fire Emblem.
It's Tuesday. Fire Emblem comes out on Friday. You have
There's
lots of
too
time.
many games.
Yeah, this summer of games has been breaking my wallet for sure.
It's breaking my wallet.
That was terrible.
That was pretty awful.
That was my pretty brown eyes attempt. Sorry guys, if it hurt your ears.
I'm not
sorry. I can't hear you. I think I went deaf.
We're not gonna just move on.
Okay.
We're not gonna camp there.
So guys, stay in touch in our Discord. We'll be talking a little bit more about Kingdom Hearts, hopefully, and discussing it there. We do have a feed specifically for Kingdom Hearts. I know me and Bulba were talking about.
Be discussing about it.
Yes, I know me and Bulba were talking about it earlier in the Discord. So yeah, stay tuned. Moving on to our next topic, we're going to talk a little bit about Picard. So I don't know if anybody who's joined our Discord or follows our show is a Star Trek fan, but news alert: Esk is a huge freaking Trekkie. So real briefly, before I go into the trailer for the Picard show that's coming out, my dad was a huge Star Trek fan growing up. He was at the perfect age for Star Trek when it was out, and he was just a kid loving the idea of phasers, and him and his brothers and sisters used to play Star Trek when they were at home. And as a Star Wars fan who loves that type of stuff and grew up with it when I was a kid, it was like the perfect age. I can tell you, like, it leaves an imprint on you. And Star Trek left a huge imprint on my dad. Another big thing is when I was a kid, when I was young, The Next Generation was out. And we used to have watch parties with my family where we'd go over to my grandparents' house and watch it with all my aunts and uncles. And they were like huge fans. And my dad had grown up with the original series, and he was super into The Next Generation. And then, you get all the other series that spun off of that. You get Voyager, and you get Deep Space Nine. And then later on in the, early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, it was Star Trek Enterprise that came out. I've been a fan of Star Trek, by proxy through my dad for my whole life. And I have a deep appreciation for the original series and the shows. I was the kind of person that, when X-Men came out way back when, and, Charles Xavier was played by Patrick Stewart, I was like, oh shit, that's Picard, like I that was my reference for him is, Captain Picard is Charles Xavier. He's Professor X. And, I have an attachment to the character. I watched all the movies, the last movie being Nemesis that came out, which kind of ended, pretty much to our knowledge at the time, the Next Generation story. So we thought.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Then we get the huge announcement. I want to say it was like maybe 6 months ago. There was a Star Trek convention, I believe, in Vegas. And they announced it there that they're coming out, like Patrick Stewart came out onto the stage, and they're like, Picard, like they're bringing him back. And I remember where I was in my kitchen when I saw the video, and I was like tripping balls. Like my dad got home, and I was like, Pop, did you hear they're bringing him back? So the hype has been real over this for the longest time. And we got like a teaser trailer, I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago, and we get this full trailer of the show during Comic-Con. Holy crap, guys. It looks so good. Like, did you guys see the trailer? I think, Bulba, you said you watched it?
Yeah.
And I know you're not even remotely interested in Star Trek, but the trailer looked good, didn't it?
It did. I will agree to that.
It's like, if they were going to do a continuation of Picard's story and, I almost said Deep Space Nine. Shame on me. The Next Generation story, it had to look this good, because if you look back to the show, like the first season was really painful, but then it got really good. But even so, it was like it's kind of like cheesy, you know. It has its moments. Like there are certain episodes that were so good that will bring you to tears, that literally won awards because Patrick Stewart is like an amazing actor. That's what he is. He's kind of actor. He is. That's what he is. He's classically trained. The man is Shakespearean. Like he freaking knows how to act. Like he's amazing. Dude literally won. I think what is it? An Emmy? He won an Emmy for one of his episodes. Fantastic. So I think several episodes he won an Emmy. But anyways, it needed to look as good as it does. It looks fantastic. Are you? I don't know even why I'm asking, but are you even remotely interested in this, Leo?
I mean, yeah. My dad used to watch Star Trek. He used to be a Trekkie also. So, I mean, it's something that I might dive into, especially with... I'm kind of running towards the end of my anime rope right now and kind of venturing. Like, I started not rewatching, but catching up on the DC TV shows because I kind of fell behind with those.
Oh, dude, I'm so behind.
Yeah,
me too.
They're on Netflix now, updated. I think the newer seasons are coming out in October, and I'm just catching up on those and whatever. But I'm interested. I'll check it out.
I think from what it seems, you could never have seen The Next Generation and just hop into this, and they're going to give you all kinds of like backstory to help you understand the current plot, and like you could just hop in. Like there's no need to watch any. I mean, if you do watch, The Next Generation and any other Star Wars that we, oh my God, I said Star Trek. That would be ORICHALCUM. And any other Star Trek.
I know what the title of this episode is.
Is it Star Trek?
It's G.O.B official, guys. It's G.O.B official.
Oh man,
anyways,
it's G.O.B official.
That was good.
It's G.O.B official. Anyways, if there, oh Jesus, I completely lost my train of thought. Son of a gun, dude. If you go back and you watch anything that's Star Trek, it will only enhance the viewing. But really, if you haven't seen any at all, you can just hop in and it'll be just as good. So I hope if it give it some time. I'm pretty sure it's going to get amazing reviews. It looks so good. Oh my God, a lot of returning cast. 7 of 9 from Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Like, they're so good, guys. They're so freaking good. The Next Generation with Picard really started it all. And then you get the spin-off series of Voyager, where you get a ship that goes off into the far reaches of the galaxy that's unexplored, and they got to make their way across back to our system. Oh my God, it was so good. And the Deep Space Nine it was the first time we got a Star Trek show that wasn't about a ship's journey. It was about a space station. And oh God, that one was so good. I'm telling you, the writing makes up for any cheesiness that are in the shows. It's so good. The storytelling, I used to rave about Mass Effect, and I used to rave about the back. That's what they used to say. I used to say when I was
quick story. When we did our dudes trip, when Boba wasn't around, and it was my brother and my cousin and Esk and I,
because they don't like Boba. That's just how it is.
That's definitely not why.
Boba's not special.
Well, yes. When we had our little dudes trip, he was telling us because he's really excited about it. Esk, I think you were talking about Mass Effect.
It was Mass Effect 3, yeah.
Yeah, you're really excited about it, and you were just talking really fast, and you were like, Mass Effect! You got really into Mass Effect, almost like you were gonna sneeze or something when you said it. So
it was one time, damn it. We're still talking about it. Although I am the one that brought it up.
Here we are years later.
Here we are. So I used to rave about Mass Effect because the depth of the story, and they created a whole universe with freaking species and planets that have histories, and they have wars and recorded history. The depth of Star Trek is insane, dude. It's so freaking good. The federation of planets that have, bonded together to create a better galaxy. And then I like to say Star Trek is good for, it's a fantasy. It's a space fantasy. Whereas like Star Trek is true science fiction because it's dealing with literally Earth. It's Earth. It's us in the future, imagined in the future, but like what if we all of a sudden decided that, hey, screw hunger, screw fighting each other, screw all this terrible stuff that we do. Let's just be better, and they become like this amazing, perfect utopian society. Like it's actually pretty awesome, the thought of everything. And then they take that utopian society into the galaxy and they become explorers and not warring people, like shocker there, because humans are like innately like violent, but whatever. So they're peaceful, and then they take it in the galaxy, meet other species, form the Federation. It's just a beautiful story. Well, now that we have all that, because I know a lot of people that probably listen to our show might not be super big Star Trek people. I wanted to give that little synopsis to maybe wet your whistle a little bit to encourage you to maybe check this out when it comes out. But Picard picks
my whistle is now wet.
It is probably super wet. So Picard picks up years after the last movie that came out, because the series ended and then they came out with movies afterwards. Well, Picard almost dies in Nemesis, and he has a really close call, and Data, he's an artificial intelligence. He's an android that was created by a genius scientist, and he exists on the Enterprise with Picard as his captain, and his main goal is to learn how to be human. Like, he wants to learn how to be human because it's foreign to him. He's a machine. So that's pretty much like his whole experience is, especially in the beginning, are really awkward. And so during this time, he kind of sees Picard as almost like a pseudo father, even though like his father is really his creator. Like, he has like that special bond with Picard, and it's just a beautiful relationship. And he ends up sacrificing himself in Nemesis to save Picard. And after that, he leaves Starfleet behind, and he goes and lives in France, where his family is from. Even though he has an English accent, there's a whole freaking story behind that, but we can talk about that another time. And he lives on the vineyard and kind of like tries to live a simple life. Well, Picard picks up years later. Apparently, he couldn't do it, and he's got to get back into it. And who knows what else happens that almost forces him to jump back into the Federation. So yeah, awesome show. Really excited for it. And they've already hooked me. Like, forget the fact it's got Picard. Forget the fact it looks like a good show. Just the story itself looks really captivating. So I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about Smash Bros. I'm going to pass that off to you guys because, as we've already talked about, I'm pretty heavy into Kingdom Hearts right now. I haven't really touched Smash Bros. So I think, Leo, were you saying you wanted to pass it to Bulba first about that, or you want to take over?
I'll take over, and I'll pass it to him in a minute, and you'll see why.
Okay.
But Bulba, I did want to ask you how your couple days. I don't know how long. I wouldn't say week. I wouldn't say week, but a couple of days with Smash were. How was that?
I wouldn't say I got better, but I didn't get worse, I guess.
That's always good. That's always good.
No, but I was playing. Who was it? Gabe and Senor King. We take those, but I was playing them, and I haven't touched Mewtwo in I don't know, a month maybe. Like I actually touched him and went all out with him.
Right.
And I was actually holding my own.
This sounds
pretty
so
well.
Dirty, dude. Oh my god.
You like that, don't you?
I actually touched him.
Oh man.
In like a month. And I was holding
Moving
him.
on.
Pretty, come on.
But I was actually holding my own, which I was very surprised because when I stopped playing Mewtwo for a while, it was pretty much because Sonic was so much more comfortable, and I wasn't doing very well with Mewtwo. So I was very surprised with that. So it makes me feel better that after a while, and I'm picking him back up, that it's like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Can I clarify? Cool. Like,
no, you can't.
When we encouraged you to use Sonic more, it wasn't because we think you're trash at Mewtwo.
Oh no, don't worry, I am trash.
You're really actually good with Mewtwo. Your timing on when to use his specific moves is really surprising to me sometimes, because I think I expect what you're gonna do, and then you turn it on my head. So don't think yes, you're really good with Sonic, but you're still really good with Mewtwo. So don't let that muscle wither. You gotta keep using him so his moveset's fresh in your head, dude.
Well, yeah. Well, basically what I was saying is when you guys said that and I picked up Sonic more, I was trying to hone him to the point where I can take on Leo and be successful, which I feel like I have. So that's kind of my
well, good for you.
To pick back up Mewtwo and give him some more love.
I feel that, and I'll clarify even. You definitely have figured out the camping, so I've had to approach and do the mix-ups and things like that, and it's definitely been awesome to see the growth, because I'm kind of
I can actually teabag you and still keep up with it.
I'm living vicariously through you guys when you guys are both actually playing, but because once you get to a certain point, you don't experience the big jumps in learning how to play anymore. And I think I've mentioned this before, but yeah, so it's cool. It's cool to do that, and it's also cool to play against it too, because it iron sharpening iron and all of that. So that's cool. My week was kind of trash. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Whenever I was playing Smash, and I made sure
you should have been playing Kingdom Hearts. Just saying.
Whenever I was playing Smash, and I made sure to play. When I was playing Smash, I made sure to, for at least, I want to say 30 to 45 minutes. Most of the time it was an hour, though, that I would play. But when I would, I kind of fell into the autopilot that I really dread, and that's just the very readable things.
I love your autopilot.
It's very predictable. It's very predictable. That's why
the only time I can make any ground. Yeah.
It's more of when I'm
false hope.
When oh man, when I'm in autopilot, I'm very readable, I'm very predictable, and it's almost like I get caught doing the same thing. I get stuck. I can't get out of it, and I kind of have to expend more brain power to make myself get out of autopilot when I've been doing it, unaware. And so yeah, it's my week wasn't that great. I kind of just skated by, which leads me into the topic.
Leo, if your week's not going so well, just hit me up. I'll get on, and you can just destroy me, and you'll feel better.
No.
I'll give you a run for your money, but you'll still destroy me. So.
No. I was gonna say it leads into our top little topic, which is waiting for the hero, because the hero is the character that's coming. So
it sounds like you're at a poetry reading, and you were just "Waiting for the Hero" by Leo Veritas. You're about to
why is that a fire poet name? Leo Veritas, a fire poet name.
Shit, it is, man. Oh.
I don't know if you guys caught that, but I'm snapping. I'm snapping for you.
I heard the snaps.
Yeah.
Oh man.
ORICHALCUM.
Oh boy.
Oh man. I feel like we're spouting out ORICHALCUM. I think Leo needs to just explain a little bit on the backstory of that.
Okay, yeah. So literally, Esk was updating me on his progress off recording, and then Bulba had come in the chat room and they started talking, and then
we're talking about synthesis.
And
stuff,
talking about the synthesis items for Kingdom Hearts, and I don't remember which item you guys were talking about, and I was halfway listening. And
Serenity Power.
You're trying to remember what it's called, and I literally just screamed ORICHALCUM. Just to be funny, not because I actually thought that that's what it was, but yeah, it kind of just stuck. So, you know.
If only you guys could have heard that laughter. It was unabashed and...
The initial reaction.
God.
The initial reaction was great.
Anyway. We're laughing now, but these are like aftershocks of the freaking main event earlier. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
That's so funny.
Anyways. Real quick, waiting for the hero.
Waiting for the hero.
Waiting for the hero.
Nintendo had released a video on their YouTube channel. That was like one of those...
Oh, I still haven't even watched that.
Oops. It's like 30 seconds. Honestly, it's not a big deal. Basically, what had happened was in it, they had, I believe, like they showcased 4 different things. One was the Season 9 Fortnite update, which is out. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which came out last week. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which comes out this week. And then they had a little like teaser for the hero from Dragon Quest who's joining Smash. And so people kind of speculated that because all those things are out or are coming out in July, that the hero is going to release sometime before July ends. I hope that's true, because I honestly have been getting to a point where my secondary, which is Sonic, has not been doing that well. I feel like I'm regressing with him because I don't use him enough, but at the same time, I'm regressing with all my characters, and I'm trying to make sure that at the very least, Toon Link doesn't fall. I tried picking up Joker again, and I can do a couple of things with Joker, but he's not really my style. He plays a lot different than how I play Toon. So,
did they ever announce a time that they were going to release him? I know they said fall for Banjo.
Summer.
They said summer. Okay, yeah, dude, it's got to be July. Like August is too late.
It might be beginning of August.
It'll be this week. It'll be this week.
No, I doubt it.
Oh goodness,
I doubt it. Especially because what would happen would be you trying to have people split time between Fire Emblem, playing Fire Emblem, which is coming out this week, and then. So they'll probably wait.
They're gonna get them coming and going. They're gonna freaking get people to buy the game, and when they're playing, Fire Emblem, when they get tired of it, because that's what happens. You play and you play and you play. You need a break, then you hop over and you play the hero. That's what, because obviously a lot of their people who are gonna buy Fire Emblem are already gonna own Smash Bros. Because why the hell would you own a Switch and not own Smash Bros? So,
I didn't own Smash Bros. For a while. I owned a Wii U and didn't own Smash Bros.
It's true.
What is wrong?
Just his style.
I own Smash Bros. Through Leo.
See, yeah, so did I, but
yeah,
not really at the same time.
Anyway,
it's more like, how can you own a Switch and not own Breath of the Wild?
That's very true.
Well, I did just drop hella money to get these Kingdom Hearts games. So.
Bulba's like, all right, you get a pass. You get a pass for now. He's like,
no, you don't get no pass. You got a big boy job now. You can get it.
I'm more.
You got your big boy pants on.
I'm more concerned with the time. Okay, let me finish one thing.
Anyway, all right, tournament corner.
Time to talk about how much we suck because I didn't play this week.
That was terrible.
That was awful.
You should have just left it alone. Why you gotta change it like that? That was a horrible remix.
Because we're not talking about how much I suck because I didn't play this week. So
we already talked about how much you suck.
Well, yeah, but now we're not going to talk about it now because I didn't play this week. So
anyway,
and I think everybody knows Esk sucks. So say that 10 times.
Moving on to tournament corner.
Tournament corner.
So Bulba, go ahead and lead this one.
All right. Well, we did our usual. What is it? JWT or JUT? What is it?
Yeah, JWT.
JWT tournament, and I actually did better than Leo, which is weird.
What?
I mean, it's a technicality, but We both went 2-2.
Hey,
I just happened to win my 2 DQs before I lost.
hey. We take those.
We take those. Yeah, so I went 2-2. My first 2 matches were DQ wins, but we take those. And my third match.
I don't take those because I'm garbage. But I mean, but you take those.
If you win a DQ, you'll go to the losers bracket.
Anyway,
winning the DQ.
Much. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that's how it worked.
For Esk it is.
But yeah, so I went 2-2, 2 DQs in the beginning, and then my match against the Tink, actually. And this guy, I think, what was his name? The Spider or something?
Yeah, some.
Oh my god!
Guys,
the Spider with a Y.
Guys,
yeah, dude. I would.
He was 10,000% better than me.
10,000% better than Leo.
That's what he told me, at least. I didn't get to see it. That's what Bulba told me.
I don't know if that was just like my saltiness talking, or like he really was much better. I'm not convinced either way yet.
Can you imagine what he'd have done to me? Oh my god.
He would have 3-stocked you 0%.
For sure.
That's how Boba sleeps at night, man. He's able to just know comfortably that at least he didn't do as bad as you would have done.
Yes, that is true.
Oh man.
Well, no. So I did that, and then went down to my losers bracket, and I was waiting in the losers bracket for, I don't know, a good 10-15 minutes, which was pretty awful because I was bored. But it was because I went so far ahead. I was like right before the top 32 spot. So that was the match right before everyone went top 32.
Right.
So I was pretty far ahead, and there was like nobody behind me for like 2 brackets. So I was just waiting, and had to do the pause for dramatic effect. But so it came down to either having to play a King DDD or a Kirby.
Oh, so pretty much dying the same way, just with
right.
different fighters. Yeah.
And that leads me to my actual match. I went up against the DDD, and this
you
guy
practiced for this your whole life.
I've practiced, and
not your whole life.
I was ready. I was ready for this match, and this guy, he comes in and pulls a Murph on me.
He pulled a Murph on you in a tournament.
He pulled a Murph.
Oh no!
Oh!
I was like, oh my god!
What
the first one, this guy was kind of a hole anyway, because he's one of those guys that you were talking about before, Leo, that pretty much just comes in just to get the money and go.
Yeah.
He doesn't make any conversation with people. He doesn't do anything. And I had messaged this guy after he had won the first round, and I was like, I love it, and did the little cross-eyed big smiley face thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
The X capital D.
Yep. The emotes that you make with the letters, yes.
Correct. So I had said,
old school now. Oh shit!
Right? I was like, oh my god, and then the next line was, I effing love it, or something like that, and then the little emote thing. And he didn't say anything. I was like, oh, so you're one of those guys. That's cool. That makes me feel better about this. This round here.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we went into the second round, and I think I took 2 stocks from him. No. I took 1 stock, and it took him a while to take the 2 stocks from me, and I think there was like 30 seconds left in the round, and he comes in right by the edge, falling down, sucks me up, and down we go.
That's brutal.
Murphed me again.
That's the dirtiest thing. Like, look,
it's disrespectful.
is in a tournament.
Yeah.
That is the most disrespectful. Hey, and I bet you he had done it to every person on the way to fight you.
Yep.
Probably.
That is just.
He didn't win though, so it's okay.
He didn't win the tournament, but he beat you,
he didn't win
right?
the tournament. Yeah.
Well, speaking of playing someone who won the tournament. Yeah, the first person I played won the tournament.
Oh.
So
fabulous.
Yeah, that was fun. You know, funny that last week we had been talking about camping, and this dude legitimately played Pokemon Trainer, and he went like directly Ivysaur. Like, you know, when you start off and you can actually choose what Pokemon you start with. He started with Ivysaur, and he legitimately camped and fastball Razor Leafed the entire time, and then he would catch me with the stupidest Ivysaur BS combos. I'm not salty though, you know. No, no. In all seriousness, obviously the dude won the tournament, and there's like the typical amount, 160 something or something like that. People who joined that.
Was there that many?
Something like that, or maybe 130 something. Either way, still a lot of people. So he won the tournament. So obviously he was good. I don't think he's solo Pokemon trainer. He literally played different characters for everybody, but
did he use Squirtle or Charizard at all, or was he just...
but Squirtle very little, and Charizard was basically to recover when he would get knocked off stage. So he Ivysaur'd me, but I messaged him. I was like, LOL, dude, respect, and he's like thanks, man, and I was like, good luck the rest of the way. He's like, you too. And
but so inside you're like, screw you.
Have you seen that meme? Have you seen that meme where it's like the dude, he's like legit angry crying, and he has like a mask on that has a smile on it? That was me. That was totally me. Anyway, so I went to losers. I got a DQ win, and then I ended up playing a Ness. And actually, I got a DQ win, played that dude, went to losers, got a DQ win, and then I played a Ness, and I lost 2-0. But which is funny because I normally know that matchup, but I think just because how I've been playing that dude's Pokemon trainer, it just got in my head and it just messed me up. But
man, you can't let
PK fire.
Yeah.
Remember that match that Gabe was just like, I just want to land a PK fire on him. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then once he did, he was like, okay. And then he jumped off the edge and he suicided.
He's like, at least I did. He's like, at least I landed it. Oh, man.
Oh, that was great. Shout out to Gabe. What's up?
Shout out to Gabe.
Hashtag Jim. What's up, Jim?
Anyway. So, yeah,
that's cool.
Splitting my time between Smash and now Battle for the Grid because, you know.
But before we go there, I just wanted to let you all know that I have picked up a heavy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, shit.
King DDD.
You picked him up?
Oh, did you really?
I picked him up, yep.
Officially? It's G.O.B. official?
It's G.O.B. official.
Oh, snap.
My heavy is D.
Oh.
The big D.
The big D.
The triple D.
Giga D.
Well, have fun with that. I'm sure King We Take Those will help you out with that.
I used to play DC Universe Online with my cousin way back when.
I remember.
We used to play with
I played a couple times.
Yeah, you do play with us. Yeah, we used to play with this guy. That was his name. He was Deadpool, right? And his character looked just like Deadpool. It was dope. But the guy was notorious for being able to go into these instances that were like 8-man instances with like noobs, all noobs, and he would be able to take on the entire instance by himself. So we started calling him the 8-man D.
Yeah.
D for Deadpool. It's just, I don't know why. We're talking triple D. And then
I think I remember that guy. Didn't he help us out when we were trying to?
Yeah. Super legit guy. He was dope.
He was a cool dude.
Real quick, like this. He was like, "Okay, we're gonna go into this instance. We're gonna kick some ass."
Real quick, before we move on and talk about Battle for the Grid, I in that game, it's coming out. It's coming on Switch. I don't know when. I can't remember when, but that game's coming on Switch. I remember that I made a character that looked very similar to Red X. Do you remember that?
You did, yeah.
I do remember that.
That was
you made a Red
dope.
X and you made a Moon Knight.
Yeah. But Red X, honestly, Red X was probably my favorite one because he was just the way he looked. He was dope. I love Red X. I wish I could get a Red X action figure.
Oh, you did Red X, and I did. Oh shit! I did the red. Oh gosh, Red Hood. I did Red Hood.
Yeah. You did Red Hood.
That was pretty dope too. He had the leather jacket, the brown leather jacket, and I found it dope. Dude, like building the costumes is like the most. It's the best part in that game. DC Universe Online. Oh, dude, good times.
Anyways, yeah. So Battle for the Grid. I'll fire through my topics pretty much, but I went to an appointment with my wife for the baby. He's doing well. And while I was sitting there waiting, I pulled out my Switch and I completed the story mode for Battle for the Grid. Freaking great. It's only partway through. They're going to release it, I think, as more DLC packs come out. And honestly, I think because of the characters that are kind of engulfed into the story already, I think they're going to end up like having you go through the story again so you can play with those characters. I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that so far in the story mode, I remember that there was a particular character that wasn't there before. And I remember that I went through it. Since I went through it, and I started from the beginning, that character suddenly had a fight that wasn't there before, so they might end up doing that. But completed story mode. I've been going through the different like arcade modes, which is you pick one character, and then you can pick two whatever characters you want, other characters, because it's a 3v3. And that's been fun because I've been learning different like tech. I was telling Esk off recording, I was actually playing ranked when we were waiting for Bulba. And I learned something new playing with the Gold Zeo. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I play the side-scroller games, I jump a lot, and that's a detriment to me because it's kind of, you can do anti-airs and all that stuff, and it's bad. But I jump a lot, and one thing I started doing is I stopped jumping as much. I still jump, but I do it to my benefit. And I started crouching and just doing either a light, a medium, or a heavy. And Gold Zeo's medium will pop up into the air, and then I can do heavies and then do my EX. And so it's awesome just to be able to do that. And with that, I wanted to promote. I know it's going to be late. So, whenever you guys are hearing this, it'll probably have happened already. But there is a Discord specifically for Battle for the Grid stuff, Angel Grove Arena. I'm a mod in there, just flexing, weird flex, I know. But yeah, we're the dude in there is hosting an online tournament, so I'm going to enter that on Saturday through Smash.gg. If anybody's interested, I believe he's going to end up doing it. I don't know if it's going to be weekly or monthly or what, but if anyone's interested and you want to get the game because it sounds cool, because your buddy Leo is promoting it like crazy, you should let me know and at me in our Discord.
Not paid at all, just loves the game.
Yes. Anyway, your boy wants a sponsorship. Yeah. So if you guys want that, hit me up in the Discord. But anyway, quick.
How do you think you're gonna
do? Terrible. I more than likely will get 0-2 out of the tournament. If I win one, I'll be shocked. I have fun, and I'm actually in ranked on the leaderboards, but I don't know how many people are active. I don't know, and if you assume if you're going to be joining the tournament, you'll be able to do loop combos and stuff. I don't know how to do loop combos. I don't know how to do corner combos. I don't know how to do any of those, so I'll probably get destroyed. But anyway, quick topics. Still playing Splatoon 2, even though the Splatfest is over and Chaos won. Still playing Splatoon 2 with what? I don't get it.
The Splatfest sounds funny.
Oh. Right over my head.
Jesus.
Right over my head. Splatoon 2 is fun. If you have it, you should join the Discord. We have a specific area for Splatoon. And my wife and I play at night for California time, so probably like 10, which is if you're a night owl in the East Coast, you should hit us up. But I've
get
also
it for me, I'll play it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I've also been playing Ultimate Alliance 3.
Go fund me.
I was going to update you guys, and it's really fun. I haven't put too much time into it, but it's been fun. It's just a button masher, and it's kind of cool to just kind of sit back and button mash. So that's fun. I'm picking up Fire Emblem Three Houses on Friday. Technically, I believe Thursday night is when it comes out. If any of you are picking that up, let me know. And yeah,
I'm still thinking about it. I haven't played Fire Emblem since like Game Boy Advance. So.
I mean, so yeah, you've played it, so it's a tactics game, but it's fun. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it that, like, just the RPG tactics.
Honestly, tactics just it just won't be the same. After Dokapon Kingdom, way back when.
Nothing will compare to Dokapon.
Oh, Jesus.
It just ruins everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Dokapon Kingdom. Dude.
All right, well, that's it for my...
Well, guys, that is all we have for today's show. We will be talking about anime next week, catching up on some stuff. I know Bulba did want to talk a little bit about Radiant. He ended up watching Radiant, but we can save that for next week. So thanks again for joining us today on G.O.B. You can catch us on Twitter at Gathering of Bros. Again, I maintain the Twitter. I think Leo pops on every once in a while, but
I do.
It's definitely a really fun way to interact with us. We share a lot of tweets from Twitter accounts that we follow, so check that out. You can find the link to our Discord server wherever you're listening to us or watching us. It's going to be in the description. Check us out there. We can play games with you and chat with you and just overall have an awesome time and just continue the discussion that we had here on the Gathering of Bros. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to hit us up at our email. That's gatheringofbros@gmail.com. Again, gatheringofbros@gmail.com. We really appreciate any and all feedback. So
yes, sir.
Reach out to us, even if it's just a sentence. Thanks, Gabe. I'm going to say it every time now because he's the only one thus far. So we're now on Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we have a YouTube channel that I am pretty much in charge of. Still making it even better. So check it out. Catch our GOG, Gathering of Guests episode there on YouTube. It's going to be exclusively there on our YouTube channel. Keep an eye out. We might have another episode of that one coming in the next couple of weeks. Got a super cool friend, Craxus, who's going to be doing a Star Wars show. That's going to be exciting. For all the different ways you can check out our content, just remember, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. We really want to know. This has been fun. Thanks from all the bros. Really appreciate you guys joining us today. Until next week's gathering, remember, peace out and stay gold.
Peace out.
Peace out.